Of course, there's the well-known guide. As you can see, here's the name of the trail, the Seven Summits Trail. Initially, the trail is just as it's possible for anyone. It isn't too much. About the total distance, what does it imply? I guess it won't evoke any disgust or rejection. We will provide you with all the details, if God wills it, about the trail and more. Here's the start of our journey. As you can see, the place is organized. The path is uphill, but it's very easy. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Because if God wills it, the trail is structured beautifully, as you would say. This very path is a treasure. Of course, there's the well-known guide sign. As you can see, here's the name of the trail, the Seven. Initially, the trail is just as I had mentioned. It's classified as easy. It's possible for anyone who visits the trail, whether families or others, it isn't too much. About the total distance, what does it imply? Of course, there's the well-known guide sign for the approved trails of the Emirate of Fujairah. As you can see, here's the name of the trail, the Seven Summits Trail. Initially, the trail is just as I had mentioned. It's classified as easy. It's possible for anyone who visits the trail, whether families or others, to handle it within an hour. It isn't too much. About the total distance, what does it imply? I guess it won't evoke any disgust or rejection. We will provide you with all the details, if God wills it, about the trail and more. Here's the start of our journey. As you can see, the place is organized and tranquil. The path is uphill, but it's very easy. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Because if God wills it, the trail is structured beautifully, as you would say. This very path is a treasure. Blessings to all. Moving forward, if God wills it, we'll visit all the peaks. We hope you'll stay with us for every peak, and we'll provide you with all the details. Of course, as I was saying, the path is beautifully organized. It greatly benefits the families of tuna in almost the same manner as the first 50 meters. As you can see, there's a break, which is something pleasant. May God bless us and guide us on our path. Of course, as I was saying, the path is beautifully organized. It greatly benefits the families of tuna in almost the same manner. As you can see, there's a break, which is something pleasant. May God bless us. Of course, as I was saying, the path is it greatly benefits the families of tuna in almost the same manner as the first 50 meters. Of course, good people, we continue our journey on a smooth path after a beautiful at a normal level. That means there is no Mr. Faisal, welcome. A word to the audience, God willing first. Of course, good people, this is the first peak or the first castle. We continue our journey on a smooth path after a beautiful temple. May God bless you. At a normal level, that means there is no difficulty, so on to the second peak. Mr. Faisal, welcome. A word to the audience, God willing first. My brothers, peace be upon you, and peace be upon you. The path is upon you. The badge is that there is no fatigue, and this and the second, and not whatever he wants. God. Of course, good people, this is the first peak or the first castle. We continue our journey on a smooth path after a beautiful temple. As you can see, this is the second castle. May God bless it. It is a beautiful thing. Meaning this is a little stronger than the first castle. We will photograph this castle from above, God willing. As you can see, this is the second castle. May God bless it. It is a beautiful thing. Honestly, this is the second castle, and we will return and continue our journey to the next castle, God willing. As you can see, this is the second castle. May God bless it. It is a beautiful thing. Honestly, this is the second castle. Meaning this is a little stronger than the first. We will photograph this castle from above, God willing. Of course, as you can see, this is the third peak. God bless. Do you know what's in this third castle, which you, of course, can't see? We will continue, God willing, on our path. This is our journey. It will reach the next peak, God willing. Of course, we will continue, God willing, on this is our journey. It will reach the God willing, or whatever. God only knows. Let us proceed, but we will tell you what the situation will be or where it will end. This path is the same path that leads you to the same thing, literally the same here or there. It doesn't make a difference. So we return to our path, and they are complete to the fourth summit, God willing. Of course, as you can see, this is the third peak. God bless. Do you know what's in this third castle, which you, of course, can't see? Of course, as you can see, you are free to continue your journey here, and you can head towards the castle whenever it suits you, which is what you wanted. We will proceed, God willing, to the next castle. Of course, thank God we found a quiet spot. It's not windy, because it's sheltered by the mountain on the second peak. God willing, please stick with us until we complete this route. As you can see, it's quiet. Why do you suppose that is? Because it's behind the mountain. We will proceed to the next peak. Stick with us. This is the trail. So if you want to, say, climb the peak above, just continue in this direction. This means the trail allows you to do one of two things. Either you continue on your path, or you head towards the castle and follow a secondary path back. Oh, peace. Oh, peace. May God continue to bless us with safety and security, O Lord, as you see. We continue on our path to the next summit. As you see, here is the castle. We continue to the second castle, God willing. The weather is nice, but it is. So I don't know what the sound will be. God willing, it will be fine. Oh God, Lord, because the evening. Frankly, it is beautiful. I mean, it is normal for me to repeat it more than once, but God willing, it will set one episode, so my second visits will be about changing the atmosphere and so on. The layout of the trail and its beauty mean that even if you concentrate on these details, you can visit any castle that suits your fancy. You can continue your journey in a manner that comforts you. It's almost possible that this is the last peak or the last castle. I believe that it might be over, or there's one castle left. Only God knows. We shall see, and hopefully will provide you with the details. Peace be upon you. We're either walking or carrying on our journey among the remaining castles, continuing on our trail towards Bakia Castle, which is the last castle, the seventh castle. Peace be upon you, mighty is God. It's truly beautiful. The arrangement of honesty is demanding, as you can see. I'm at an inn now. This is the last castle, as you can see. It's possible that you might return on your trail in this direction, but we are going to complete our trail with God's will, which is the trail of the seven summits, as you can observe. This means that approximately every 100 meters, there's a sign like this telling you about pain. We are heading to the last summit, which is the seventh summit, as you can observe. There is still work to do. Either they are visitors or they are managing affairs, so we will go ahead, God willing, and we will provide you with the details. With God's will, you will see how tall it is coming down, meaning it might be less high, the trash before it. We have finished our journey. Peace be upon you. Just like I mentioned, it is lower, indicating it's higher than the remaining castle. Even on the lower Ishuf path, you might be coming from the other side or on another path. Only God knows the best. To be honest, the path has several suggestions. Peace be upon you. There's a video on YouTube. Here, thank you. This is the last castle. As you can see on the path, there's more to come. May peace be upon you. This is the final castle. You shall see. Peace be upon you again. This is the last castle on our path. Blessed is God. As I mentioned earlier, you might return from here. You might take the path below. We'll continue on our path, as there will be another course after this. And we will provide you with all the details, God willing. For instance, I believe only God knows about this mosque, though I'm not completely sure of the information. But what's apparent is the same prayer hall system or the mosque, as you see, or something else. I don't know, maybe it's a rest house or a mosque. Based on what I see, we'll continue on our path, God willing, and I will update you further. Of course, good people, this is the path from which we have descended. We are continuing in this direction. I believe that all paths lead to the same thing, which is either the garden or, in short, the world platform. All the paths are soft, leading to there. Yes, this path is united. We are continuing from above. Please, may you be well. May God heal you. Of course, as you can see, we've made our way back up the trail, which means we're returning from the same path we descended from. In essence, hello to the top. Of course, we have now completed our journey, the Seven Summits Trail. Thank God, the Lord of the Worlds. To be honest, it is a very beautiful trail. I mean, I have never seen a trail like this one before. Most of it is designed for tourists and families. In summary, it's a wonderful place. In brief, the place is really beautiful. I recommend it for families because it is a recreational trail. This trail is one of psychological comfort. Lastly, it's a trail where you get to learn about the peaks. You get to see the views. Briefly, it is beneficial for families. It is roughly 1 kilometer long. People have not seen the 1 kilometer go, the 1 kilometer Raj. That is the trail for you. It is easily accessible, and even the salon delivers it because it is on. It is located on a public street, so I will post the location for you. I hope you liked the episode, and I hope I have not kept you for long. May God protect us and protect you. May God bless you.